Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all four of his pitches at any point in the count.
Digging in, Austin Hayes. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0 home. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Now the 2-0. Ball even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Hit to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's gone 3 for 6. First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Popped him up. Grandal is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
Now in the box, Anthony Santander. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Abreu. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. John Means, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping in, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tim Anderson.
Now here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
So here's Yoan Moncada standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Set. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. He's set. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Abreu, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Has a look, now the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Encarnacion has accumulated a little over 1,800 hits during his time in a big league uniform. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Means has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. And the White Sox are out in front 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And here's Renato Nunez. Swing and a line drive. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. A 2-1 count to Nunez. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. Fastball just inside.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 3-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And that's through, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, DJ Stewart, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded, both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. Comes set with the 0-1. He just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. He pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit. One run scores. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in two right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Popped up. Garcia over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this one runs up high. Ball 1.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
In now, Jose Iglesias, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Three runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Left side. Moncada has it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 3 and the White Sox 1. Leading off the inning, Eloy Jimenez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes the count. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. And the White Sox have cut the deficit to 3-2 now.
Listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Now here it comes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled off. Three and 1. Luis Robert, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So now to the plate, Luis Robert. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hit in the air to center field. Hayes is there. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Orioles, Garcia.
Ready now for the White Sox. Leury Garcia will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Pitch on the way. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Sox get one right back here on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Santander. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and 1 away. Here's Chris Davis. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now that designated hitter, Renato Nunez.
So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Here's the first pitch to him, and that's inside for a ball. 1-0. That evens it up. 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're up 3-2. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Tim Anderson.
Now here's the pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, the third baseman, Moncada.
One out here in the White Sox third, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. This is line to left, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 330 sign near the bullpen. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
So striding in, Jose Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A two-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu as they take the lead 4-3.
He's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting, catcher.
And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Two balls and no strikes.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Grandal with a 3-1 count now. The 3-1. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Runner at first here, one man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. From the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-1. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
To the plate now, Nomar Mazara, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it is. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
One and 2. Here it is. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, as it is now 7-3.
Excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So the pitching line will not be kind to him here this afternoon, as he just pretty much could not get anything working. Hector Velasquez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Hector Velasquez. Now batting, the center fielder, Luis.
Standing in now, Luis Robert. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting, second baseman, Leore Garcia.
Stepping in now, Leore Garcia, as he'll take a look at ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-0. Hit back toward the mound. Alberto gloves it. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the White Sox 7 and the Orioles 3. All set for the start of the 4th. Settling in now, Rio Ruiz. He reached on a single in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Very high, 2-1. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Hanser Alberto waits on deck. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready for another chance? Hanser Alberto. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. A runner at first with no outs here. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jimenez coming in. He can't get there as it falls in.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box, DJ Stewart. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A base hit in his first trip. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
The catcher,
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Coming to the plate now, Pedro Severino. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a liner. Foul. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Line, but speared on a hop, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. And he popped him up. Iglesias into shallow left. He can't get to it. This one's down. The throw into second, and he's safe. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Alberto has it, and there's out number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have the range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. First delivery to him on the way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. A man left for the White Sox. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Austin Hayes. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
No strike.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Ready once again, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The batter, the left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The first baseman.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Second and third here, 1 man out. ground ball sent back up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy could pick up the runner at third now.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Giving chase is Jimenez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. In to score the runner from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
At the plate, Rio Ruiz. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home. 1-1 to count. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 7 and the Orioles 5. Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in to try it again, Eloy Jimenez. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch coming, here it is. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Ground ball foul down the left side.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 0-2 once more.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate now, Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. First and second here with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Luis Robert waits on deck. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in and looking for more, Luis Robert. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in, Leury Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. Men on third with two down. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is there. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. White Sox pick up just the one. 5 innings complete. White Sox on top, 8-5. Jimmy Cordero takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 50.
Now to the plate, Hunter Alberto. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. A ball and a strike. Cordero, 28 years old. He's a second-year big leaguer. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-2. Hard on the ground toward short, and that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
In now, Pedro Severino, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Nope. 3-0. Austin Hayes, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Huh. 3-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Austin Hayes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Ready with the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. 0-1 the count. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. And it's 1-1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time.
Careful. For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Santander. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Jay Spry answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Chris Davis at the plate now. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One and 0. Here it is.
In these situations, I used to tell myself all the time, just get the runner in from third. It seemed to take the pressure off a little bit.
Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. The set and the 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Orioles settle for 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the White Sox 8 and the Orioles 6. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Anderson.
He's set. Here it comes. Low for ball one. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. One and 0 pitch on the way.
2-0. No strike.
Well, ball 3 here. Hey, and the White Sox would love to start an inning and get that leadoff guy on. They'd love to get a leadoff walk right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Grounded back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Into the box, Yohan Moncada, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Throw over to the bag. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And there's ball 1. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes on the run for it. He's there and records the 1st out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. 50th pitch of the game on its way. That's a strike to throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Good guys held in check here. The lead stands pat at 8-6. So striding forward now, Renato Nunez. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fry has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And it's gone into the home bullpen. A solo shot here to left, and it's now an 8-7 ball game. Kelvin Herrera comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 41, Kelvin Herrera. Now batting, third baseman, Rio.
At the plate, Rio Ruiz, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0, and it's fouled away. The 1-1. Popped him up. Grandal has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
So digging in now, Hanser Alberto trying to keep it going. A perfect 3-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Fastball just inside. Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one. Now the 2-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
1 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Garcia backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, number 24.
Now at the plate, DJ Stewart. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Change up low. 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And Moncada brings it in to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Orioles draw closer on the home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the White Sox 8 and the Orioles 7. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Sean Armstrong.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Edwin Encarnacion now hit hard to short, and there's his first base hit in this one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First offering on its way. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. No movement on base. It's ball 1. 1-0 home. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. None out, runners at first and second. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Standing in, Nomar Mazara, and he's got an opportunity to add to this lead, but the double play is in order. He's set, and the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the right fielder. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Now at the plate, Luis Robert. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideally, it'd be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
The 1-0 home.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Miguel Castro is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Leury Garcia will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Castro, a 25-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Now the 2-1 pitch.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Tim Anderson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Still only one out in the inning. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. One run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Stepping in now, Yohan Moncada. Hard hit ball to short. Iglesias is up with it. One there. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 8th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 12 and the Orioles 7. Evan Marshall has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
For the White Sox, number 43, Evan Marshall.
Now batting, Pedro Severino. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Standing in, Austin Hayes. He went down on strikes last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
The 1-0 delivery. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0.
That's the ball. 2-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. 3-0 now. Anthony Santander will be next. Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now back, left fielder, Anthony.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
At the plate, Anthony Santander. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. Just a nice job by the deep.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. MLB Network is back on the south side after this. At the plate, Jose Abreu. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Baseman, Jose Abreu.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Castro will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Up next for Chicago, the catcher, Yasmani.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Smoke toward third. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Steve Cishek comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Steve Cishek.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Renato Nunez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Now the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down. The next 0-2. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Up next,
Striding in once again, Rio Ruiz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Cishek, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
So stepping in, Hanser Alberto, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. The Chicago White Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Dallas Keuchel earns the victory on the mound. John Means was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.